Ready, salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call. Tonight we have Trustee Hartshorn, Trustee Baker, Trustee Cahill, Trustee Wilson, and Trustee Sellers is unavailable at this time to attend. 3.4, disclosure of action taken in closed session. We agreed to have a classified resignation. We hired a classified yard supervisor, and we rescinded one layoff notice for a certificated employee. Section 5, community leadership. Oh, public comment. I apologize. 4.1.
We do have two.
Okay.
The first one is Jackson Manown.
Okay, I'm Jackson and I go to River Green in 6th grade, and I'm here to talk about Miss Amy getting let go. I had her a lot as a substitute last year in 5th grade. Miss Amy should not be let go because most of the whole school has always had some sort of good connection with Miss Amy. Also, she's super nice and makes stuff super fun. Miss Amy also coaches sports like boys and girls volleyball, and I don't think Miss Amy getting released is a good idea. Yep, that's all I wanted to talk about. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And now we have Dexter Manown and Angela Jonas.
I am in
Miss Lays.
4th grade class. I love having Midway. She is so beautiful.
Beautiful.
Nice,
Sweet.
and
Helpful.
helpful. And I lucky to
Lucky.
have
Had.
had her as my teacher. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My boys just wanted to share that I know that, pink slips are going to happen. But the two teachers that they talked about have been dedicated to this district. They may have just become teachers, but they have been librarians and substitutes, and they've been loyal to this school and have worked really hard and have greatly benefited my children and many others. If you were in the 5th and 6th grade second trimester awards, there was probably not a single student that didn't roar when they heard Miss Amy Progetti's name be called. These students have they've done absolutely amazing despite, like in my son's 4th grade class, having 34 kids. Miss Lay has not made it feel like they have 34 kids. She has integrated sign language. She's integrated Spanish. She's gone above and beyond for all these students. And to let go people just because they just got hired as teachers, to me is just irresponsible and not fair to them. They've been, like I said, very loyal to this district.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go to community leadership. 5.1, student representatives. Herbert Green.
Oh.
Poor boy. Okay. So nothing. Indian Creek.
Hello, my name is Bradley Minyard. I am in 4th grade and I go to Indian Creek and I am speaking for Student Council. Today I am going to talk about a few things. The first thing I am going to talk about is CAS testing. We are going to do math and reading to help the 4th graders and the 3rd graders. We are holding a spirit week to encourage the students. Monday is Determination Day, dress like an athlete. Tuesday is Confidence Day, dress your best. Wednesday is Focus Day, wear bright colors. Thursday is Perseverance Day, wear pajamas. Friday is Teamwork Day, wear school colors. This week we are also going to have a wild things assembly. There are going to be wild animals there. There might be owls and maybe a snake or a crocodile. It is going to be fun. There is also going to be a spring sing for TK. The date is April 16th at 5:30 p.m. at Indian Creek. And there is also going to be at the end of the month a kindergarten hoedown for on April 30th at 6 p.m. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Charles Brown?
Nobody here.
Okay. All right. 5.2, Malta representative.
Here we go. First of all, it makes my heart swell for those 2 kids I had in my class to see them all grown up.
This is what happens in April, right? And then here we
We don't have May, we don't have May yet.
Yeah,
We have so much going on.
it's the end of the year. Get ready. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
So good evening. We wanted to hand that out and let you know about some of the events that are happening throughout the district with all of our schools. And of course, like we said, it's very busy this time of year. As we are coming closer to the end of the 2025-26 school year, I want to make sure that we are continuing to look at the importance of a good education. The definition of a good education is one that fosters intellectual, social, emotional, and physical growth on top of the academic rigor. In order to achieve this, we must have smaller class sizes. Just recently, Charles Brown has shown us that small class size is an important piece to overall student success. Our jobs are to educate these students as best we can. This means we need to lower the student to teacher ratios. 33-1 does not cut it anymore. There are so many issues in the world today that teachers and staff are responsible for. We need as much time with our students as possible. With social media influence on the rise, we must put our students first and give them a good nurturing environment to grow in starting from TK up. I think we can all agree that the student-teacher relationship becomes more important as the student enters the older grades. At the February board meeting, we were told that we needed to cut at least $300,000 from our budget with, I had 3.4, now 2.4, possibly 3 certificated positions, 4 classified positions, 13 vacant classified, and 1 confidential position being collapsed. That is easily twice as much as we need to balance the budget. On top of this, we've been told that other non-student facing expenses are being cut. With this being said, are there teachers that have been pink slipped that could be retained to achieve our goal of a nurturing, manageable class size? Our job is to educate our students to the best of our ability, not to see if we can make our bank account grow. In order to help create this environment of nurturing and understanding, you need to appreciate who is on the front line. That would be your teachers and staff. Welcoming students each and every morning, listening to their issues, making sure that they are getting their daily needs of food and nutrition, attention, and sometimes even clothing, and even an education on top of that. There is so much going on now that there was not happening 25 years ago when I started teaching. I am here to tell you that these children need so much more than what they did back then. I remember when I started this district in kindergarten. Yes, I taught kindergarten. And I had an aide helping me all morning long with just 20 students. I say just 20 students now. It was definitely a different time, and back then we were not facing the constant screen battle like we are today. Your teachers and staff deserve to feel appreciated and that they are valued for all the time and effort that they're giving to this district. For all of that, they deserve to be paid accordingly with the COLA. We are the cost of living. We turn on your lights, we educate your clients, and we give them what they need. Without the teachers and staff, there would be no motherload. Thank you.
Thank you. Who
writes this up?
Who writes that up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Tournament.
Did I misspell something?
Yeah, tournament. Sorry, I didn't know if the kids did it for you.
3.5, information CSEA representative.
Jennifer had something, she has to leave roughly, so she said she'd email her report.
All right, thank you. All right. 5.4, superintendent.
Yeah, I have a few things that I'd like to highlight. First, I would like to acknowledge two of our board members who received awards at the El Dorado County School Boards Association for their contributions. Trustee Wilson received an award for boardsmanship, and Trustee Baker received one for leadership. So let's take a moment to congratulate them for their honor. And then I want to highlight a few things that I've had an opportunity to participate in the last month or so. I went to the oral interpretation in the Pioneer School District, a phenomenal event. It's not really a competition, more of a festival. We had students from Herbert Green there, and there were students from all over the county. And I thought that was just a tremendous gathering of students and staff, and having them come up in front of people that they've never met before and speak, to me, takes a lot of courage. So I appreciated being part of that. I went to the band performance at Herbert Green. Mrs. Sobelman's to be congratulated. That was an amazing performance. It's amazing what she's done so far in just a short amount of time being in our district just this first year. I went to the talent show at Indian Creek. Mrs. Elder's leadership there shined. It was an amazing show. I particularly liked the grand finale at the end with the synchronized swimming routine, which I thought was amazing. Hopefully somebody got that on video because that was fantastic. And then the bingo night at Charles Brown we had a packed house. It was just a great night of fun with family and students and some board members as well. So just a lot of exciting things happening around our district. I'm really proud of all the things that we're doing and really coming to a nice positive end to this school year. So that's my report.
Okay. Thank you. Board of Trustees. Ms. Hartshorn.
I did attend the talent show also, and it was just really great. I was very happy to have been there.
Trustee Baker.
I was able to attend Career Day at Herbert Green, one of my favorite events ever. And I brought, my husband sent people from environmental management for the county. So they had a table that was very popular because they were doing all their little experiments. And then I brought another friend of mine who also I work with, and she's a realtor. So I'm hoping to keep expanding it next year. It's great to see the interest and expanded interest of the options that they can do. You know, it doesn't have to require $200,000 in debt for college. I mean, mine does, but other people, it doesn't have to be, you know? So it was a great opportunity. And I had a moment to talk to Mr. Keene when I was there, because when I walked the campus, I saw the expanding gardens. And so I just actually this morning received an email, and I'm going to further expand on that, but of a possible donor to help Mr. Keene with his projects. So I'm hoping, because I've tried every avenue and it's amazing. I mean, you know, the world is a tight budget. I understand that everyone is hurting. But I've just gotten no's from every corporation. It's shocking. But this is a private donor that contributes to the schools in Latrobe. So she was interested in what we're doing up here. So that would include all three of our schools. So it's my pet peeve. I'm trying to get money somewhere for it. I hope that we can get more. It's hard. That's it.
Trustee Cahill.
I attended Charles Brown Bingo Night, had a lot of fun. And then I took my grandson to the book fair over at Herbert Green, and we did our job in supporting that. And that's about all I did this month.
I also attended the Charles Brown Bingo Night. We had fun. It was fun. It was fun.
You won most of the prizes. Me too. I don't know how you pulled that off.
Well, we played 5 cards apiece. You know, we just didn't play one. We were there for a purpose. donate money. I want to talk about the awards banquet that we had, the El Dorado County School Boards Association Awards Banquet. We did something different this year. We had it at a different venue instead of at the country club. So we had it at the Gathering Place, it's called. And what we did was we highlighted students. So the El Dorado High School culinary program provided the food, fed 150 people. I thought that was really a cool thing. The Ponderosa High School floral department gave us all of our table decorations, and I was able to take one home. Lasted for 2 weeks. It was great. And then, Valerie, can I see your award, please? Since I got one too, I didn't bring mine. The El Dorado High School Woodshop made our awards this year. I just thought that that was really personal, using our students and showing them off of things that they had done. I just thought it was a really successful night.
And the student from oral interpretation.
Oh, yes, the student from oral interpretation. She got up there and talked about France, and she was absolutely amazing. She really was great. And she was at oral interpretation also.
Yes.
She stole the show. I thought it was a great night. Yes, and thank you for my award also. Okay, so let's go on to consent items, action items. 6.1, action superintendent requests approval of consent items 6.2 through 6.10. May I have a motion, please?
I move that we approve the consent items 6.2 to 6.10.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Any discussions? Can you talk to us about 6.5 Advantage LEP, what that is?
Yeah, so actually 6.5 and 6.6 are special services for some of our students with disabilities that have these needs. And so we contract with those companies to provide those support services.
Okay. And 6.7 surplus, we're surplusing a bus, right? And are we going to continue to surplus those as we can?
Yeah. I'm working with both our mechanic and then the high school to determine what is the right balance of buses for our district.
Okay. And I notice in my area anyway, there's a Camino bus that's being used for transportation too. Okay, just,
All the districts are pretty much getting together now and making it work.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions about the student achievement plan for either school? That was included in there? No? All right. Then I'm going to ask for a vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. All right, moving right along. Instruction, principals report. Charles Brown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, let's have Indian Creek go first.
Oh, you want Indian Creek?
Well, that way
first?
Mark
Are
doesn't
they
scroll all
pulled
the
it
way
up?
to the bottom of
Excuse
the
me.
report.
Pardon me, I don't want to get out of
Spare
order
him
here.
extra scrolling.
We're going to do Indian Creek first?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Good- Good evening, board. It's wonderful to be here with you this evening. Hello, everybody. Go ahead, Mark. So we have our monthly check-in about enrollment. We are holding steady. Average daily attendance rates are there. Next slide. Just a few highlights about our goals that we have this year. We have been continuing to use positive behavior interventions and supports. Our Sorebucks are highly popular. The kids have been enjoying that above the beads we had been using. We've also been using our behavioral referral notices to collect data. And so we actually have hundreds of them at this point, and we're able to actually look at those pieces of information to find out where in the school we have problems happening, what time of day, which staff are filling out referrals, which aren't. So lots of really interesting data just to support us with student behavior. And we have a PBIS committee that comes together to look at that, and we make plans to support. We know we've been having a lot of behavior, for example, at final recess and at bus pickup, and so different points in the day. And so we're able to put in like really strategic plans about those certain times when we get that data back. So that's been great. We have been continuing to use our MTSS supports. So there has been a continuation of strong implementation for social emotional learning. We've been really enjoying our wellness coach, Ms. Amber. That's been a wonderful addition to Indian Creek. She is continuing to see our students at both the Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 level. We also have our LPAC testing happening right now for our English language learners. So that is in full progress and is expected to be complete probably by the end of next week is our hope. In reading, Walk to Learn has concluded. We stopped that after spring break because of our focus on LPAC testing, but we did manage to have that consistently throughout the entire year. And we do have some intensive intervention happening right now for some of our third graders. And finally, our P3 work with EDCO, our math focus, has proved to be a very supportive professional development for teachers. And we were able to actually have teachers observe each other at Indian Creek and their math practices. And that happened pretty much across the board. And so it just a lot of collaboration happening, a lot of learning from each other. And we're concluding the Thinking Math pilot right now, which is our final pilot at Indian Creek. That is by far our favorite. And so it's been wonderful to be able to look at some different curriculums as we choose one, hopefully, for next year. Next slide. Just a few things, and I don't want to be redundant, so you can check that out. I know our wonderful student, Bradley, mentioned our TK Spring Sing coming up. We are in the middle of our CASP testing window, and we'll be testing at Indian Creek starting next week. You heard all about the fun spirit days, and we're going to have a special assembly for 3rd and 4th grade, just really gearing up and getting ready to make testing a great focus. Our iReady window is also going to be opening up for the rest of our classes. We have a play happening in April, Character Matters play, and we have our hoedown planned at the end of the month. Okay, so this is our favorite part here. We've been able to acknowledge a lot of people from Indian Creek, and tonight we have quite a few teams that we want to acknowledge. Many people were unable to come, but I want to take a few minutes to mention all of them. I think I'm going to go ahead and start at the bottom and then work back up to the top. So I called them our nutrition trailblazers. We have a really stellar team at Indian Creek that is in our cafeteria. I've worked in a lot of schools for many years. I have never seen such a cohesive, positive team. And Bobby Lujan leads that team along with Jenna, Amber, Sherry, and Shelly. They are bright lights. Our students come in. I mean, a lot of times you hear about the cafeteria ladies, like, oh, they can be, this group is so loving and so positive. So we're just so lucky that our kids get to have these wonderful people supporting us every day in the cafeteria. So if you guys are listening out there, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Also want to make mention this evening of our custodians at Indian Creek. They were not able to make it this evening, but we have Tim Edison, our lead custodian, Matt Rossi, and Nico Cruz, all helping to keep our school clean every day. They're really responsive, and they have really fun little codes like Code Rainbow. You want to guess what that means? Or, what is it, Larry? It's about vomit. So we have all kinds of things. So really fun little things that we keep it light when these things happen, and they're there to help take care of us. Along with our healthcare saviors, and we actually do have one of those here in the house tonight. We have both Christy Nichols and Stephanie Mason that take turns at our campus. So I just want to take a moment, because we do have Christy in the house tonight, to have her come up and thank her. They like to get attached to each other. But Christy, thank you for helping. And this particular role requires just like, at Indian Creek in particular, just children are just constantly coming with so many things, and you are always there. So thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yep. Thank you, Christy. And Stephanie, thank you out there also. And finally, and I know we're all excited, I don't know, did anybody get to watch the Artemis 2 speeches from the astronauts this last weekend? And they talked a lot about their crew, and it was a passionate talk. And when they were talking, I was really thinking about our Indian Creek crew, and they're all so amazing. Every single person is such a needed person. But these two next people, like, make the ship run, okay? And I'm so grateful they're both here tonight. First, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Tiffany Ehrlich. So I have had a lot of people support me in offices, but I have never had anybody quite like Tiffany. And when I talk about Tiffany's competence, her intuition with what needs to happen and how much I trust her. It's just really, really vital. I can give her just a few words on a scrap of paper and say, can you handle this for me? And she'll know what I mean. She'll turn it into a paragraph. She'll write an email. I mean, she really, really knows how to take care of our school. And so I just appreciate you so much, Tiffany. Do you mind coming up here so we can acknowledge you? And I know everybody at Indian Creek shares this sentiment, including this guy. And finally, our last person we're going to acknowledge tonight, our own sweet Miss Leah. These two are such a team in the office. They are very, very different people, and they complement each other so well. And Leah is one of the funniest people I have ever met. She keeps it light, and she has this way, she'll look all serious and everything, but she keeps it light. And she makes our environment beautiful. She actually decorates it, but she also just lightens the mood and takes care of all of our students and uses that stern mommy voice to make sure people are respectful and they know how to behave. And I just know we all appreciate you so much, Leah. So thank you. Those are the people that make it work. Thanks.
Herbert Green?
Yes, I'm gonna spit out my gun before I come up. What kind of role model would I be in middle school if I talked with a gun in my mouth, right? I can't hear. What'd you say? I wasn't. I promise. Okay. So I was quickly jotting down a few notes since our student representative is not here tonight. So you'll know that we don't just sit around eating bonbons at Herbert Green. We actually do some fun stuff. So good evening, board, and good evening, members in the audience. Thank you all for coming. As Valerie mentioned, we had our second annual Career Day last Thursday. It was super fun. For me, it was great to see one of my former students show up. He now owns his own business. He does custom fabrications, really cool. And Ashley Marino's husband, David, showed up in a giant grater, which was cool. The kids got to climb up and sit in it. That was awesome. It's brand new, so it was very shiny and clean. So look for an article in the Mountain Democrat either today or next week. I don't know when that'll come out. Teacher Sobelman will be taking some of our band students to Six Flags on Saturday for a performance and a fun day in the park. And thank you, Prop 28, for supporting that. Our boys' soccer season the games are starting next week. The team has been practicing really hard, and we have a very cohesive and promising team this year. I'm really excited about that. Also, thank you, Coach Marino, for all her hard work. We, too, are gearing up for the CASP testing next week. We're having our Spirit Week this week. Today was dress up like a teacher, and I saw one Mr. Beaver and 3 Mr. Dinos. It was hilarious. They all had fake beards. And we're just super excited about all the end of the year activities that are coming, and hope to see you at some of them. So thank you. All right. Our enrollment, it's exciting because it seems to be going up a little bit, and the average daily attendance went up by, I think, 1/100 of a point, a 10th of a point. Yeah, we'll take it, right? Yeah. Hopefully we're through the flu season. Mark? So, as far as our academics go, we have some teachers starting to use the FIABs from the CAS to help prepare the students for that and drive their instruction. But we do still have quite a few kids taking the iReady diagnostics. And so of the 296 students who took the iReady diagnostics, 234 students improved their scores. And I think that's phenomenal. Whether it was a little bit or a lot, they improved, and that's what we're looking for. So they were recognized with a popsicle provided by PTO. So thank you, PTO. Next slide, please. So I am working with Charity Owens Artosa, as well as Kim Moore from EDCO. And last month at our meeting, we met with Tim Huey, who's the program coordinator of the Student Mental Health and Wellness at EDCO.
And so he talked about some programs that we're going to start implementing. Charity is going to help our leadership kids run a peer advocacy program, which is very exciting. She went to Camino to talk to Dusty Botting, who is the person who leads their peer advocacy program. And Charity was able to see how they're running that up there, and got some ideas about how to implement it at Herbert Green. And we also, I'm very excited, we'll be getting a wellness coach provided through EDCO as well, which we're very excited about. Next slide, please. Unfortunately, I don't see any of my people here tonight. So like Shannon was saying, there are certain people who just help the school run like a well-oiled machine. And these are those people, some of them. We have amazing people. So we have a new librarian. Mrs. Robertson retired in December. And so we have Andrea McCune. She comes to us from Sac County Library. So this is new for her, but she's phenomenal. She did a great job with the book fair, and we're excited to have her. We have Brandy Ziegler. I don't have my glasses on, but she has this cute little tiara on, I believe, in her picture. And then we have Angie Summers. So these are our wonderful ladies who provide nutrition support for our students, and they work really hard, and we greatly appreciate them. And then, of course, we have our wonderful, amazing custodial staff. So we have Mike I got to put this on because I know I'm going to say Minton and it's Milton. Mike Milton, and then Seth Woolery. Those are lead custodian, our day custodian. And then Samantha has been off. She's been injured. So in her place, we have AJ Gumina as our substitute night custodian. He's done a wonderful job. So we're really grateful for him. So thank you to everybody who's out there watching. We appreciate you all. Thank you for coming.
And Charles Brown?
Yep, so Charles Brown, we are staying pretty consistent with our enrollment and our attendance despite a little bout with the flu last month. We're still at a solid 95.3%. Next slide, please. We're making a lot of tremendous growth in reading and math at Charles Brown. We had a reading growth average of 113% for all scholars, and you can see what our goal was there at the beginning of the year, so we're getting very close to that. And then in math, we're also seeing tremendous amount of growth. 96% was our average of growth. And if you think about it in terms of 100% being a full year's growth, so this was the most recent diagnostic. So about 2/3 of the way through the year, most kids have exceeded or are approaching a year's worth of growth. So really proud of the work from our teachers and our staff and our students there. Next slide, please. So for climate, our attendance rate has been really good. 95.3% is really a nice goal. Getting 96 is what we are hoping to get to at the end of this year. So the next few months, we'll make it a goal to come to school on time and try to get that attendance rate up to where we want it to be for our goal this year. And next slide. We would like to recognize the amazing PE teachers at Charles Brown that come over. Mrs. Truly and Mr. Shelbred come over twice a week to provide PE, and they do an amazing job. Our kids absolutely love PE, and they ask even on the days that they know they don't have PE, they ask if they're having PE. So I have to tell them, no, it's the same days it has been all year long. It's still Wednesday and Friday, but they still ask on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. But our children love PE. And then Mrs. Solomon comes over to provide music support to our 5th and 6th graders twice a week. And the kids are loving music, loving instruments, and having access to that. So thank you, Mrs. Solomon, for coming over. And then as Carmen mentioned, our new librarian, Mrs. McKeon, has been fantastic. She's settled right in and is already seeing students at the library and helping to facilitate the book fair at Herbert Green so that Charles Brown students could come over and visit during that activity. So really thankful to all of these groups for all the support they provide and the service that they provide to our students and our staff. So thank you to all of you that are out there. All right, and that's all.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, 7.2, information enrollment summary. Anybody have any questions? Yeah, thank you. 7.3, class size summary. Any questions? And so, number 8, governance team issue session. The next regular board meeting will be held on May 13th at 4 p.m. for closed and 5:15 for open session. Anybody want to put anything on the agenda? All right, thank you. I adjourn this meeting at 5:50. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.